It's sort of the first congressional memoir I've read in a while. You go into a lot of detail about how things work in terms of investigations, the various personalities, what could get in the way of a successful investigation. Did you feel like you were getting a lot of this off your chest? Because it really did. It made the book a really fascinating read, not just for the details about your investigations, but about the personalities you would discuss and actually how things go, what goes on in the Congress.
Absolutely. I would be criticized by a lot of good conservatives because the Bidens weren't put in jail or whatever. And all I can do is investigate. And we kind of explained that in the book, that we investigate, but just like a police officer can't, sentence someone to jail, you have to go through the Department of Justice. That's what we have to do. When we do an investigation, we have to turn it over to the Department of Justice, which we did. Unfortunately, it was Merrick Garland's Department of Justice, and he had no interest in the truth. But then you look with what went on with vacating the speaker. It took a week to get the speaker elected. But by that point, we were already over a month behind, and all the stuff that's normally done in the lame duck period leading up to a new term of Congress, that had to be done after the speaker was selected. And usually the conferences pick the speaker in November before you get sworn in January. But once the speaker was elected, then you had to approve a budget. You had to go through, and the speaker had to hire his staff. We didn't have a speaker. None of that was filled. So that set us back. And then we had the motion to vacate to get rid of the speaker, and that was another 3.5 weeks. And then he had to bring in his staff. And I remember finally meeting with Mike Johnson's new counsel, and they were like, so I know we're investigating the Bidens for something, but I really don't know what. And I about fell out of my chair. It was just so much unnecessary drama, just from the speaker uncertainty. And then, when you put all the firebrands on one committee, that's great, but sometimes it's hard. When you do a committee hearing, they want to get their sound bites in, and it's just a lot of obstacles that a normal investigation by an FBI agent you wouldn't have to go through. And I think the book details that and answers a lot of questions that a lot of frustrated conservatives have. About the fact that, it doesn't seem like the Hillary Clintons or the Joe Bidens ever have to pay a price for their wrongdoing.